2. Hi guys, happy little day today. Now, really quickly before we get into the video, okay? Cyber Monday, now, tonight, rest of my tour merch, online, devlemons.net. The shirts are already sold out. I put them out this morning, and they're already sold out of all of them. You guys are crazy for that. Thank you if you ordered one. But there are still some crew necks available. They're so cute. God, I didn't think I'd sell this many. Duh! But if you want a small little crew neck, they're really cute, and they're going so fast. So go to devlemons.net, use code CYBER, only today for 20% off your order. If you guys would want more of this style of merch, like more of the t-shirt, more of the crew neck, or the crew neck design on a t-shirt, let me know in the comments, because maybe I'll see if I can try to order some more and restock a little bit before the holidays. So thank you so much for your support. Oh my god, I can't believe they sold out that fast. Anyway, let's get into the video. I don't know about you, but I cannot escape the discourse of these two girls having a falling out because one girl ghosted the other because this other girl was like being weird to her boyfriend. And I know by now it's probably like, ugh, where have you been? Where have you been? But it's like, I literally to this day, like, I cannot escape it. And I really wanted to talk about this and kind of have like a bigger conversation about oversharing your personal drama on TikTok in general, because I feel like my perspective on it has shifted a lot in the past year, couple years, especially since early 2020. So this is actually the follow-up to the original video, but this is the first video I saw. So I'm going to show it to you in the order that I saw it, because that's what I want to do. My video, don't care.
Let me just clear up some misconceptions that people are having online about me. So I don't know if you saw the video yet, but there is a video about a girl talking about why she ghosted a friend and the reasons behind that. And I am that friend that's been ghosted. And it's just so baffling to me that I had to find out this way when I have reached out so many times, desperately asking you what was wrong. She's saying that I was trying to get at her boyfriend, whatever, because I added him on my close friends. First of all, close friends don't mean a lot to me. And it was not only him that I added, it was everyone that I met that night. We met at a club together on my birthday, and she whispered to me thinking that there was a guy over there that she thought was cute. I went to him and I was like, hey, my friend thinks you're cute. You guys should chat it up. They chatted it up. Ended up going well, so we went back to his apartment with him and his friends and me and my friends. So we all kind of became like just comfortable with each other. And obviously if I'm comfortable with you, I'm just gonna add you to my close friends. It's really not a big deal. The hoodie. I'm just notorious for not giving back hoodies, and I am sorry. I just took longer to give this one back because it was really cute. It's not because it was his hoodie and like I wanted to keep it longer and like I just wanted to feel cozy up in his hoodie. It was literally because it was cute. The sandwich is like the most iconic part of this story. You and I both know, babes, that sandwich was an expression of my gratitude for mounting my TV. Oh, and at this time, like, we were living together too, me and this girl. We were living together. We were roommates. So they were together. Us three were together in my room mounting the TV and, like, making jokes and making fun. I really wanted my TV mounted, and he did it. So I was like, oh my God, like, I'm so thankful. Let me show my gratitude in some way other than just being like, thank you. So I picked up a sandwich after work at a bakery that's right next to my work. Put it in the fridge, and I was like, okay, perfect. We have a sandwich secured for you. Come pick it up before work tomorrow so you can eat it before it spoils. Because why the fuck would I get you a sandwich and have it spoil, you know? She came with him to pick it up. I handed her the sandwich. If I really cared about like me getting him the sandwich because it was like for him, I would have wanted to hand it to him. But I didn't care. It was just a form of expression. I would have done this for anyone else. And now 1 year later, you come on TikTok to talk about it is so low. And why am I blocked? I literally saw the video, I commented, and I said, let's not leave out details. Why'd you delete the comment?
So again, first video I saw out of the two, and seeing this one on its own, I was just like, it seems like this was just like a big misunderstanding. To me, at least, aside from the hoodie thing, I think the hoodie thing is stupid. I think her excuse for it's dumb. And I don't know why she so confidently made that argument. I'm like, dude, your roommates, just give the hoodie back. That's her boyfriend's hoodie. How do you not think that's weird? It's weird.
Ugh, okay, also, allegedly, this is literally the hoodie. Everyone's saying that this is the hoodie. It's just a plain black Nike hoodie. Like, that's it. I don't know where the like definitive proof that this is the hoodie is, because this is the original girl. Like, this is the girl with the boyfriend. And it seems like there's a lot of people who thought that the girl who was doing the weird stuff, Joanna, the girl who stole the hoodie from Kelly's boyfriend, was the one who posted the get ready with me with the black hoodie. I'm like, no, guys, this is Kelly, the girl with the boyfriend. We don't know if this is the hoodie or not. Like, no one knows for sure if this is the hoodie or not. Neither of the people confirmed that. So I just wanted to point this out because a lot of people have been talking about, and this is the hoodie. But, like, we don't really know. It could be. No one's denied that it's the hoodie. I'm over here like, if this is really the hoodie. Like, if this really is the hoodie. Come on, really? It's not about the hoodie.
But everything else, I'm just like, okay, close friends thing. I'm like, why is she mad about the close friends thing? Sandwich thing, I'm like, that totally makes sense. I don't know, it's just like, it kind of made sense to me. I was just like, why would this girl stop talking to this girl who she was like best friends with over this? Like, you're not even gonna have a conversation with this girl? Whatever. Then I watched the original video, and my perspective kind of changes. Let's watch.
Get ready with me while I talk about the ridiculous things that this girl that claimed to be a girl's girl has done to me. For context, I've never ever in my life had to cut out a person cold turkey, and I've never had to go through a friendship breakup because genuinely I feel like I only open up to the people that deserve my time, and I end up loving them for a lifetime. Hopefully.
Okay, sorry, one more thing. I just think it's kind of ironic that you're going to start the video off and be like, oh, I used to be friends with this girl who called herself a girl's girl, but then she ended up, like, trying to get my boyfriend. But it's like, how is it being a girl's girl to, instead of having a conversation with your friend, your best friend, your roommate, you're going to cut her off completely? She doesn't deserve an explanation at all. How are you a girl's girl for this guy you just met at a club, like, a couple months before? And then you bring it up on TikTok a year later. How are you a girl's girl? Sorry.
The day that she met my boyfriend, or like a couple days into it, she added him to her close friend story and just started posting the random TMIs on her stories, like a attention trap. Not even a thirst trap, it's like attention trap. And this was before my boyfriend and I started dating, but like everyone knew that we were into each other. This one kind of goes with the first one. She borrowed my boyfriend's hoodie when we were all over at his house because she was cold. And then she took the hoodie home, which is fine, girl, like, be warm. But she continues to wear that hoodie for the next 2 weeks and posts all about it on social media. A picture of her in his hoodie. Starts to randomly show her love for the brand that my boyfriend likes. Never heard this girl brag about how much she likes this brand before. Never. Until she met my boyfriend. Spending hours getting ready to see him. Calling up my other friend and telling her that she thinks he's cute and that she could see herself getting along with him while we were already dating. Getting him the sandwich that he mentioned he likes, and then volunteering to wake up early so that she can hand the sandwich to him so that he can take it to work.
Ugh. Okay, so then I watched this video and I was like, you know what? Genuinely though, if I were Kelly, the girl that we just watched, I would definitely also be in my head about what Joanna, the first girl we watched, was doing. I can understand where she's coming from and I can sympathize with those feelings because I feel like that is a little sus, especially if you put all those things together. It's weird. And I feel like in general on the internet, we've never really seen anything like this to this degree. Not this specifically, but just in general, these instances where people are bringing their personal relationship drama to TikTok. Literally ever like this. I mean, it's kind of been a thing since the birth of social media, right? I mean, subtweeting has always been a thing, and like passive aggressive Facebook posts, you know, like Facebook arguments and stuff with your neighbor or whatever. That's always been a thing since Facebook, I guess, right? But I feel like the difference between all of that and now is that people are making these videos describing these personal situations they're in, putting a face to these videos and like a character, like a personality behind these claims being made. And the likelihood that these videos will be broadcast to tens of millions of people is way higher than any other social media. It's way higher than it's quite literally ever been before. And now random people, strangers from all over the world, can weigh in on these situations regarding people who they've never met before. And these videos about the hoodie girl have gotten huge online to the point where I open my TikTok app and literally one of the first 3 videos I see is someone not even showing a photo of like either of the videos. They'll even start the video assuming that you know what they're talking about. They'll just be like, yeah, so the hoodie girl I feel like is kind of like wrong in this. Like they'll literally just start talking about it as if everyone knows these girls. And a lot of the time, the consensus of these videos is like very much on one side or the other. I feel like on TikTok, all I've been seeing is people who are like completely against the hoodie girl, think that she's like the spawn of the devil, like horrible person.
If I have a man and I'm talking to him, whether he my boyfriend or not, or whatever, everybody know we like each other type stuff. You meet up, y'all meet, whatever, you add this man on your social media. What are you doing? What are you, like, we all know when your friend get a man, that's just backstory. That's just like, he's like a character in a story. He's not even a real person. Nobody actually cares about him.
I was like, all right, friend 2, let's hear you out. I didn't see friend 1's video yet. The first thing she says is, okay, so I added your boyfriend to my close friends. Yeah, no. I was like, no. I tried to hear you out, girl, and you're playing in my face now.
I don't know. I just feel like close friends is such an unserious thing for a lot of people. People will just add anyone to their close friends. It's not worth ending a friendship over that she added her boyfriend, who they both met on the same night, to her close friends. It's like she also added everyone else she met that night. It wasn't just him. It wasn't just exclusive to him. Regardless, it's just weird even picking sides in a situation where we don't know these people. I don't think one side's right, the other side's wrong. Like, I don't completely think that Kelly was in the right. I don't completely think Joanna was in the right. I think Kelly, the girl with the boyfriend, was completely valid for being upset with Joanna, the hoodie girl, because her actions definitely seemed weird. Like, they were weird. When you think of all of them together, it's like, I would be a little suspicious of Joanna too if I were Kelly. I think Joanna's frustrations are also completely valid, because she even says in her video that this TikTok, a year later, guys, this happened a year ago. A year passes and this girl is telling this story in a Get Ready With Me to exploit the whole situation for clout. Why wouldn't you just talk to Joanna about it, Kelly? Like, Joanna had tried reaching out to Kelly so many times to talk about what was going on. It seems as if she just didn't really have any idea why Kelly cut her off. And maybe if she did think it was about the boyfriend thing, it literally could have been a conversation. Even if Joanna had gotten defensive in that conversation, I feel like it would have been at least worth having that conversation before bringing this to TikTok in a Get Ready With Me video. But at the end of the day, how valid is any of our take on the situation when we don't know these people? We don't even know how the boyfriend reacted to this situation. How did he feel during this? Was he understanding of how Kelly felt, or was he invalidating it completely and just being like, I don't think it's a big deal, she's not doing anything? Was that a factor in why Kelly cut her out cold turkey? I just feel like I have really mixed feelings about bringing personal drama to TikTok specifically, or really the internet in general. And I don't know if it's just my algorithm or if it's just been always this frequent that this has been happening on TikTok. Probably the latter, but I just feel like I haven't seen this much personal drama, personal relationship, personal friendship drama being brought to TikTok since like 2020. On one hand, I think it can be really productive and even empowering. Like, I've seen so many videos of people coming to TikTok asking for relationship advice, like from a genuine standpoint of like, I don't know if I'm going crazy, but is this normal? Like, should I put up with this type of stuff? And they talk about the relationship, and it just seems like they're just looking for someone to understand how they feel, because it seems like they're not feeling that from people in their personal life. I mean, especially their partner. I was going to show you guys this one specific video I saw of this one girl talking about her boyfriend, but her account's private now, so I'll just explain it to you. Maybe you've seen it. If you haven't, this is what she was saying in it. Basically, this girl was just talking about how she just felt like her boyfriend wasn't really making an effort to see her at all. He always had plans to play basketball, and it's like she could just come watch him, or she could just come to his house while he plays video games, but he won't go to her house and spend time with her family no matter how much she asks. It's like he's constantly just not making an effort at all for her, and she always feels like she's the one who's making the effort to spend time with him, but he just shows no genuine interest in doing anything with her for the sake of doing something with her. It's always just, and the comments were all just like, this guy doesn't really deserve you, he's not putting in that effort, you should leave. And I think in a case like this, it's like honestly kind of brave of her to come to TikTok for advice on something like this. Sometimes you don't realize how unhealthy and one-sided a relationship is until you start putting your thoughts and frustrations into words. And if you don't really have anyone in your personal life that you can talk to, you know, other than your partner, and clearly her partner wasn't seeing where she was coming from, and she'd mentioned in the video that she'd tried talking to him time and time and time again, having conversations about this, and he's just not hearing her out. It's like, yeah, I mean, I guess you could make the argument of like, well, why isn't she talking to her friends and family in her personal life about it? Well, isn't it naturally exploitative to bring it to TikTok? It just, I wish I could show you the video, but it seemed like she was just genuinely looking for advice on this, which I really didn't see anything wrong with. I don't know, I admired how vulnerable she was being in the video, because that's a hard thing to do, to talk about that type of stuff to the world. I just think there's something weirdly kind of beautiful about being able to comfortably share stuff online with a bunch of literal strangers that is this personal, and have a bunch of people in the comments who have been in a similar situation give you the validation you deserve. And in situations like that, it's hard to come to that conclusion on your own, to feel empowered enough to just step away from something, from someone that you love, because they're not giving you what you deserve. And sometimes in a situation like that, it's like you need that validation from other people to do what's best for you. Watching that video, I'm sure a lot of people also are going through a similar situation and are watching that video and realizing that they need to do the same thing. It's like by this girl voicing her concern with her boyfriend, a lot of people who are probably in the same situation are also going to be empowered by this, because you're reading the comments and so many people have gone through this. They've moved on, found someone who treats them better, and lived happily ever after. So I think stuff like that's really cool. And I wish I could show you the video. Hopefully my explanation of the video made sense, but you know what I mean? Like stuff like that I feel like is nice. On the other hand, I feel like bringing personal problems to TikTok, internet, whatever, but I feel like I've been seeing it more on TikTok than anywhere, can be really counterproductive and not actually help you move past the problem. Just like we don't know these people also don't know us either. So that's nice because you'll probably get less biased answers on how to handle the situation, but these people don't actually also know you or anyone involved in the situation in real life. And although in some situations I don't think you need to, in the hoodie girl situation, I think there's a lot more nuance, and that a lot more people have seen this and just went super hard on Joanna, the hoodie girl, just like making her out to be an awful person. And then I see people on Twitter or whatever, like hardcore coming for Kelly and being like, she should have never brought this online. She just had a conversation with Joanna. It just seems really immature to do that. And it's like people are just picking sides. It's like one person's right and one person's wrong. And now these girls are going to see this, all these literal random strangers weighing in on this, and I feel like it's going to cause more harm to both of them than it would have if they would have just like moved on. It's literally been a year since this happened. Like, what did you want to get out of this? Why did you post this? Why did either of you make a video about this? Was it genuine? Were you genuinely looking for support from people who've gone through similar things, or are you exploiting people for clout and content? I've been through times in my life where I've made decisions that I thought at the time were a lot more justifiable than they actually were, and used people who were telling me that what I was doing was valid and fine, telling me what I wanted to hear as validation, that what I was doing was okay and that I wasn't a bad person for doing those things. And when I look back on certain times in my life, I realized that there were decisions I made that weren't as justifiable as I thought they were in the moment. But because I was getting validation from one or two people, I could point to those people in my mind, in my conscience, and be like, see, like, someone understands, so I could just keep doing this. Instead of listening to people in my life who didn't completely agree with what I was doing and not take that as me being like a bad person and to feel bad about myself. You know what I mean? Everyone makes mistakes. It doesn't make you a bad person, but I think there's just been times where I personally wish that I would have listened to people in my life and given their opinion the same value, that didn't think what I was doing was a good idea, just as much as the people who thought what I was doing was fine and totally justifiable. And I think this can just be a part of being human, but I feel like this type of human tendency just becomes exponentially harder to work through if you're getting a bunch of validation from a bunch of random strangers who don't have any personal connection or reason to care about you or the situation. So now Kelly's probably seeing all these videos that are completely on her side, completely shitting on Joanna. Kelly did nothing wrong, and she's taking those being like, okay, this is good. My actions were justifiable. I didn't do anything wrong in the situation. When in reality, I think she did. I think she should have had a conversation with Joanna. And Joanna's probably seeing a majority of the consensus as being so, like, viscerally against her, and if anyone is on her side, it's in a very neutral way, but she's probably seeing all these people who are like attacking her, making her out to seem like this awful person, and it's only going to make her more defensive. I think both of them were irresponsible about how they handled the situation. And I'm not even completely shitting on Kelly, like, how could you do that to Joanna? It's like, I also can understand why she wasn't comfortable talking to Joanna. I mean, when I mentioned like things I regret that I've done in the past, you know, it's like, I feel like a big thing I think of is not talking to people when they've done things that hurt me, and instead just completely cutting them out of my life. And I really regret going about a lot of relationships in my personal life doing that, because I feel like it was selfish. I feel like at its core, although I felt like I was being hurt in the situation, it was selfish of me to not communicate with that person what they did that hurt me, so that not only they can understand where they went wrong, but I just chose like personal comfort, I guess, over working on an issue that I have in my life that I've been working on a lot, and that's just like communicating my feelings. And I think that there's a lot of reasons why people feel that way, but it's just something that I think if you're going to make that decision, you don't bring it to TikTok. Come on, don't bring it. Come on, dude, come on. So in conclusion, at the end of the day, goddammit, I think when it comes to bringing personal drama onto TikTok, you just gotta take everything from everyone with a grain of salt. Even the comments that agree with you. Just because both Kelly and Joanna were irresponsible with how they dealt with this doesn't make them bad people. I don't know, guys. I think just like, I just hope everyone's like okay. Is that a crime? If you're watching this, I hope you're okay and whatever you're going through in your life. I hope that you have people in your life that can help you, and if you don't, then sometimes turning to the internet can be empowering. I think the internet can be a beautiful thing in bringing people together who can support each other. I think TikTok, though, we just gotta be careful. Gotta be a little careful. Because these are real people. Like, these are real people. Kelly and Joanna are real people. They're not just characters, and this is gonna like affect both of them in negative ways. Sue me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. This is so not something I'd normally talk about. I usually talk about music related stuff because I make music under the name Dev Lemons. Check it out. And yeah, but if you like hearing me yap about this type of crap, let me know, guys. My mind is just racing with a bunch of different thoughts. My mind's just always racing. I got a lot going on up here. I have a lot of profound things up here I could talk about. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe to this channel. I upload 2 to 3 times a week. I don't care. And I do care, actually. So I'll see you again in a couple of days. What do you think about all this? Tell me in the comments. Okay, thanks. Bye.